This is Looking Forward for Physics 306 for Tuesday, January 20th, 2015. As you get ready for class tomorrow, I'd like you to read units 2.1.1 through 2.1.4. Remember, we have the overnight problem, which asks the question, if we have the sun, here's the sun, and here's the earth, E for Earth, and the Earth orbits around the sun, how must the charge on the proton and the charge on the electron, how much could they differ as a fraction so that the orbit doesn't change by very much? As you do your reading, I'd like you to think about the fact that you've actually made an assumption here. You made the assumption that if we have more than one charge, here's a charge and here's a separate charge, we'll call them 1 and 2. If you want to look at the force on charge 1 due to charge 2, it'll be to the right. If we add a third charge, number 3 here, you've assumed, in doing that overnight problem, that the two vector forces can be added up. What allows us to do that? What allows us to say that we can add the forces? So then we write down the electric force. What we get is the sum of K QI capital Q over script R squared script R hat. What allows us to do that? Why? Is that reasonable and plausible? The second question is that if we do believe that equation for adding up forces, then what happens if I change my system? Especially if I change the system in a situation where Q is large or where the number of electrons is way bigger than 1. What happens then? And is that good, bad, or indifferent? And what's the resolution? Finally, the third question, why should you call BS on what we were talking about in class today? We'll talk about those things and more when we get together tomorrow. See you then.